I hope we're all shocked, because we should be.
Governor Glenn Youngkin calling Virginia's report card catastrophic. The National Assessment of Education Progress is known as the nation's report card, and 4th and 8th graders in Virginia who took it saw stark drops in test scores compared to years past. The governor's office says lower standards set by previous administrations predating the pandemic are to blame.
We cannot, we must not, and we will not sell short our children and their dreams, and that's exactly what has been done.
The Virginia-specific data show a double-digit drop in the number of 4th graders able to perform at the basic level on the reading and math tests since 2017. Youngkin says several major school districts in Virginia have millions in COVID relief money yet to spend, but does not see that as the main problem.
The issue here is not funding. The issue here is an understanding that when you water down expectations, when you in fact tell people things that aren't true, when you expect less from our kids than what they're capable of doing, you get worse outcomes.
Virginia's numbers come within the national context. Every state and region of the country saw multi-point drops in both tests in both grades compared to 2019 when the test was last administered. Here's how Virginia scored compared to the national average, which again dropped significantly across the board. In the 4th grade math, you can see Virginia had been performing above the national average and did so this year, but only by a few points. In 4th grade reading, Virginia had been trending well above it, and scores fell 2 points below that in 2022. Virginia 8th graders fared better in 2022. On the math scores, 8th graders performed 6 points above the national average, which of course dropped overall. And in reading, Virginia 8th graders performed slightly better compared to 2019, when Virginia tested below the national average.
Not a red state, blue state problem, just an American problem. Scores are down everywhere.
Delegate Schuyler Van Valkenburg is a Democrat and a public school teacher in Henrico. He says his party helped boost counselor and instructional staff in schools and continues to look at testing and curriculum reforms.
It's going to take a while for them to sink in, which is why we also need those short-term policy programs like I'm talking about, with more tutors, more flexibility on time in an elementary classroom.
Governor Youngkin released his own plan today. It's a 7-point plan, but includes items like raising the baseline for SOL standards, reforming Virginia's accreditation process in schools, and investing in outside tutoring programs.